Hello friends, I am Dattaprasad Gauri, HOD Civil Engineering Department, Brahmadev Dadamane Polytechnic, Belati, Solapur. Today we are discussed on the subject estimating and costing having MSBT code 22503 for 5th semester. Course outcomes. Select the modes of measurement for different types of works. Second, prepare approximate estimate of civil engineering works. Third, prepare detailed estimate of civil engineering works. Fourth, justify the rates of given items of work using rate analysis technique. Fifth, use relevant software for estimating the quantities and cost of items of works. Now, we will discuss on fundamentals of estimating and costing. So, definition of estimating. It is the technique of calculating the various quantities and the expected expenditure to be incurred on a particular work. In case of funds available are less than the estimated cost, the work is done in a part or by reducing it, or specifications are altered. The following requirements are necessary for preparing the estimate. So, which are the things required to prepare an estimate? So, first one is drawings like plan, elevation, section for a building or any civil engineering work, detailed specifications about workmanship and the properties of materials, standard schedule of rates of current year. So, these basic things required for preparing any type of estimate for civil engineering work. Next point, what are the purposes of estimating and costing? So, first purpose, estimate gives an idea of the cost of work and hence its feasibility can be determined. Second, estimate gives an idea of time required for work completion. Third point, estimate is required to invite the tenders and quotations and to arrange contract. Next point, estimate is also required to control the expenditure during work execution. Fifth, estimate decides whether the proposed plan matches the funds available or not. So, these are the purposes of estimation. Then we discuss on procedure of estimating. The estimate involves the following operations. First, prepare detailed estimate. Second, calculating the rate of each unit of work. Third, preparing abstract of estimate. So, these are the three basic steps involved in the estimation method. So, data required to prepare estimate. So, which data we have needed to prepare an estimate? So, first one is drawings. In that, the drawing contains plan, section, elevations. Second, specifications, and third, rates. So, these three items are required for preparation of estimate. So, first bit, what is the drawings? If the drawings are not clear and without complete dimensions, the preparation of estimate becomes very difficult. So, it is very essential before preparing an estimate. Specifications, General specification and detailed specifications. There are two different types of specifications. So, first, general. It gives the nature, quality, class, and work and materials in general terms to be used in various parts of work. It helps know form a general idea of building. Second, detailed specification. These gives the detailed description of the various items of work, laying down the quantities and qualities of materials, their properties, method of preparation, workmanship, and work execution. Then, after the completion of drawings, all the building drawings, specification, rates, we completed the estimate. So, the following uh, table indicate the complete estimate, how the estimate is to be fulfilled. So, complete estimate is to be categorized in four different parts. So, first, cost of structure, then contingencies at 5%, legal expenses between owner and contractor is the third point, and fourth point is the cost of material. So, the cost of structure is again divided in three types: actual cost of land, then cost of surveying and execution of deeds, then cost of verification of deeds, and fourth one is brochure or brokerage if any. Then the cost of estimate is divided in six parts, that is, first, cost of labor, second, cost of preparation of plan, estimate and design, third, permit fees for construction work, electricity from concerned authorities, fourth, cost of materials, fifth, cost of supervision, and sixth, consulting engineering fees. So, all these data required for complete estimate. Next point is lump sum estimate. While preparing an estimate, it is not possible to work out in detail in case of petty items. So, the items other than civil engineering work are called as lump sum items or simply lump sum. The following are some lump sum items in the estimate. First one is water supply and sanitary arrangement, electrical installations like meter, motor, etc., architectural features, and contingency and unforeseen items. So, all these items are categorized in lump sum estimate. In general, certain percentage on the cost of estimation is allotted for the above lump sum items, even if sub-estimates prepared or at the end of execution work, the actual cost should not exceed the lump sum amount provided in the main estimate. So, all these about the lump sum estimate. Next item is work charge establishment. During the construction of project, considerable number of skilled supervisors, work assistants, watchmen, etc., are employed on temporary basis. The salary of these persons are drawn from lump sum amount allotted towards the work charge establishment. That is, the establishment which is charged directly to work and lump sum amount of 1.5 to 2% of the estimated cost is provided towards the work charge establishment. The next point is the types of estimate. So there are basically two main types. First one, detailed estimate; second, approximate estimate. So detailed estimate, the preparation of detailed estimate consists of working out the quantities of various items of work and then determine the cost of each items. So this is prepared in two stages. First one is measurement and calculation of quantities, that is called as measurement sheet. So in that, the complete work is divided into various items of works such as earthwork, concreting, brickwork, RCC, plastering, etc. The details of measurements are taken from the drawings and entered in the respective columns like serial number, description of items, numbers, length in meter, breadth in meter, height or depth of item in meters, quantity and total quantity. So this is the complete table for measurement sheet. Then second point is the abstract of estimated cost. The cost of each item of work is worked out from the quantities that already computed in the details measurement form at workable rate, but the total cost is worked out in the prescribed form is known as abstract of estimated form. Generally, 4% of estimated cost is allowed for PT supervision, contingencies, and unforeseen items. The abstract of estimate form is serial number, description, quantity, unit, rate, unit per, and amount. The detailed estimate should accompanied with report specification, drawings, design, charts and calculations, standard schedule of rates. So all these are the parts for calculation of detailed estimate. Then factors to be considered while preparing detailed estimate. So there are three major factors: quantity and transportation of material, location of site, and local labor charges. The quantity of transportation of materials is for bigger projects, the requirement of materials is more. Such a bulk volume of materials will be purchased and transported definitely at cheaper rate. Location of site. The site of work is selected such that it should reduce damage or in transit during loading, unloading, stocking of materials. Local labor charges. The skill, sustainability, and wages of local laborers are considered while preparing the detailed estimate. So all these are the fundamentals of estimating and costing. Thank you.